Mikey, Buddha, and William Waffles.
I don't drink soda.
Engaged. Yeah, we do drug stuff again.
Cool.
I mean, this probably doesn't look that great. But yeah, we do drug stuff again. Because I don't care, man. I'm tired of fucking living my life and trying to please the algorithm. What the hell is that?
That was part of the headphones, dog.
Plastique?
No, it's leather.
Oh, all right, good. Welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast, everybody. My name is Mikey Booyah, and I am joined by my friend, my confidant, my dog, my boy,
What's up, Dad?
my dag, William Waffles in the
What
house.
up?
And do a round of applause. We got D stuff in here. That's what I call it. Instead of drugs.
D stuff. All right, we D stuffing it tonight.
It's like how they call it.
I'm a
essay.
D stuff Mikey. Mikey's gonna D stuff me. That's the kind of show we're in for this evening.
Yep.
D stuffing.
We're both getting de-stuffed and unstuffed. Oh, I looked like that dab rig was smoking. I was like, that's odd. We are here on a very special Hollywood Nights episode. It is 110 degrees outside. The heat wave is
Oh
hit.
my fucking god!
Awesome
right?
Ties heat wave is here, and it's been rough. It's really been rough. Oh, it calmed down a little bit. You hear that? Seems like it calmed down all the way. We've been having technical difficulties, audio problems. So I'm gonna turn that up.
Dang, there we go.
How's that? Does that sound good?
That sounds like it's right, dude.
Okay.
Was it literally the fact that the machine had to warm up?
I think it did. It had to warm up, yeah.
Well,
Like I
hot
said.
diggly damn.
I mean, these things have tubes in them, like tube compressors, and the tube needs to warm up
I don't know if he's really telling the truth.
to work properly. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I don't know why, but I do know that it's a thing.
This bowl's kind of telling you to smoke it.
It got really fuzzy as you pushed it towards me.
I know, I did. That's
What the hell is that?
weird, right? All right.
Bringing it back down. But, yeah, so we don't know what's going on here. I think it's haunted in
Yeah.
this new place.
A little honey
We're
boy.
in Sacramento now, so it's like a whole...
Yeah.
There's like a whole
little
ghost.
honey.
Yeah, there's like a ghost element to Sacramento, right?
Yeah.
But you
But
have traveled all the way here
I did.
from Oregon
I did.
because you moved to Oregon,
Yeah.
and that's why it's not here. You
Yeah.
guys know that?
Yeah.
And
I
you
think they do.
traveled. We met halfway
Yep.
between Oregon and home,
Yeah.
which is Sacramento. And it's a pleasure to have you here. Are your arms tired?
You know they are, dude.
Did I steal your punchline?
Nah. You lined my punch.
Good. I'm glad. Once again, this episode is brought to you by Yerba Mate, pronounced Sherba.
Yep, these sons of bitches are going to give us money someday.
One day, we're going to get back pay.
All the back pay.
So, you have been traveling. You flew from Oregon.
I'm sorry. I'm pretty litty.
Yeah. That's Hollywood Nights.
And I'm looking at this lava lamp.
Mhm.
And
Not a lot of lava.
No, not lavaing at all. But through this blue liquid in there, I can see the outline of your Rick sticker on the back of your computer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it looks like he's kind of coming through a portal.
Oh, what?
I'm just a little litty over here.
You should take a picture of it. And maybe we could use it. What's going on over here?
Is one of these powering any of this stuff?
No. Yeah, take a picture of it and do it sideways in landscape, and we could use it as the thumbnail for the episode. Hollywood Nights, which I mean that's the whole theme of Hollywood Nights, I think. Is Rick he's coming through a portal in the lava lamp. I could see your Sherba can and your finger. How's the picture going?
Shut the fuck
This is
up.
a riveting episode. Can you imagine for people that, not only people that are just listening to the audio, but people that are watching the video from that angle so they can't see. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. You guys will see it. You'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you'll see it.
You'll see it. And you'll be like, the fuck is this? And then like 5 minutes in, you'll be like, that's what that is.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yeah. What up? Yeah, I flew in from the Agron.
So you flew over the whole northern and central state of California.
Yeah, like 400 miles an hour. It's crazy.
And this was, you were saying like the first flight that you could see?
Yeah. See,
That
like
wasn't
land.
just like cloudy and foggy and overcast?
When we came in from Hawaii for our anniversary, it was super clear and everything when we left, but you're leaving a little island in the midst of the big vast oceans.
Yeah.
So, we're flying over the ocean for 4 or 5 hours. And then I'm like, cool, we're going to come into the land because we left out of Sacramento when we left for Hawaii. So again, you didn't see any land.
Yeah.
You just fucking hit the beach and you're gone. So, like we're coming in and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to get to see the land and see like home when we fly over it and shit. Nah, it was so cloudy. And then we touched down and it was fucking raining balls and it was fucking July, 7th.
Fuck.
But yeah. And then, so this was the first time I ever got to see something from this altitude because I flew when I was younger, but I don't remember that shit. And I wasn't paranoid. So I was looking out the window and enjoying the flight.
Yeah.
And man, it's crazy. Lakes look all fucking crazy. And you could sometimes see cars or little boats and shit. I don't know. It just blows my mind.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And then when the plane banks and you're
yeah.
you're looking straight down at the ground. That's kind of we hit some gnarly turbulence. And at one point I'm literally, I'm sitting in my chair, right? And the dude's like, put your belt on. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Fuck. So of course, me, I'm litty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blunts down by the time I got on the plane.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, all right, Bill, well, you're going to die or you're going to make it home. So here I am.
Yeah, that's
I didn't die.
that's crazy because I've flown a few times, but I've never experienced any crazy turbulence.
No, yeah, it was unsettling. I'm not over exaggerating the movement that happened.
Yeah.
It blew my mind.
That's wild.
And I was okay with it.
Well, I'm glad you made it, dude.
I found my favorite thing to do at the at PDX Airport. Yeah. So those flat conveyor belts for people.
Yeah.
So I just rode them back and forth for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
For a whole hour, I'm just standing there, not
And
walking.
just get out and then get on back on the other one.
Dog. Yeah, dog.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I just stood there looking at people.
I like that because those are fun.
Yeah.
Those were fun in Vegas. We went to Vegas recently.
That was my sham.
Yeah, it'll be okay. We went to Vegas recently, and we were one night we were up all night. We were drinking.
Yeah, they were.
We were doing mushrooms. We were gambling. We were fucking all over the place, and we went through one. I want to say it's like the Luxor. When you come into the Luxor, and there's that super long, crazy conveyor moving sidewalk that brings you up into the pyramid. Yeah, it all came back with the weed stuff.
Right.
We got on that, and that was fucking. I loved that. We went to Area 15, which was some crazy fucking EDM,
Yeah, you showed me that. That looked super interesting.
fucking. It's like a rave, all the best parts of a rave, and I feel like the conveyor belt at the Luxor was on par with that whole thing that we paid $15 for at Area 15.
Nice.
Same thing.
Right. It was the free cheap thing to do at the airport. So I was like, fuck it. This is what I'm doing.
That's lit. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
And I was going to say you should have like taken video of it, but you did. You sent me video of it.
Yeah.
I got it. Oh, that reminds me. I have to pull up my Xbox account for this episode because we are talking GTA, baby. Grand Theft Auto 5. Not 6 yet. 6 is not out.
No. Don't get hype on 6.
Well, I mean, news might be out now.
No, I don't think it is, dog.
Well, I mean, we don't know when we're dropping this. We could save this for when the news comes out about 6.
Right.
Ride that wave, The GTA hashtag. Let's see.
Shit.
I gotta try to do this while. Fuck. Xbox account and profile. So one thing that we've been doing since you moved back to Oregon is we've been getting down on GTA.
Hell yeah, dog.
Now, I'm not sure exactly how this started. There was like...
Okay, here's what happened. I can tell you straight up.
Yeah, how'd this all start?
So, I moved back up to Portland. I just... Like, literally the day or two I got up there, I finished playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right?
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like, cool. Like, I'm kind of looking for a new game to play. I bought a new game. And you're like, hey, GTA is on Game Pass right now. And I just started playing the storyline again. And I'm all like, dang, right? So, like, I'll do that. We get down on the same game. So we both start playing the storyline. And I'm not sure how far I got into it. I'm not sure how far you got into it. But at one point, you mentioned, you're like, yeah, I've been thinking about getting down on GTA Online. And I'm like, dang, right? Like, you should do that. Because, like, I'd be getting down on it here and there. Which I really hadn't for... like 3 years.
Yeah.
But at this point, I like already made a character and I had all of that like established.
Yeah.
So like I jump on there. You fly into, LS. I drive over. I scoop you up. I start showing you the town. And then, we decided to fuck it up. I mean, that's what happened. So.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you play GTA, you certainly know what I mean by like, he flew into town, we cruised around for a few hours, and then like we collectively are like, yeah, this is something we want to do. And it kind of like fell in line with the fact that we could hang out, so it's not like, oh, we're just playing a video game. We're not just playing the same video game.
Yeah.
We're playing a video game in an online world together. So that's like keeping us, communicating a little better than we would. So.
Yeah, and there's something about, like, us, because I hadn't played GTA in such a long time, and they had been updating it all these years.
The difference from the vanilla game to the plus that we get now.
Yeah, so when we went in and we did our update, we got years worth of updates, and... everything is just so much smoother and so crazy. And another thing is that, at least for the first time for me, I don't know about you, but I've been playing in first person for the first time.
Oh, dude,
which is a game changer.
So when they came out with it for the next gen consoles back then, because you and me started playing this on 360.
Yeah.
When it dropped, it came out with a plus version, which had the first person view, plus a little addition to like the graphics and I think a handful of new missions or something, like Strangers Inside or some shit.
Yeah.
And then the online game, if you didn't like make this connection or this switch at a certain point, you had to remake your character completely. Because I had online beta character. Like when I first dropped it, me and a couple of homies were super deep into it. Like I'm looking at right here on my Rockstar account, I'm looking at the Organ Donor Motorcycle Club. So that's where, a bunch of us before, like you could do a real motorcycle club and there was all this extras about it.
Yeah.
We all got bikes and just rode around in fucking leather jackets with the emblem on it.
Yeah, I remember that when it was just like an addition to the game, like an expansion pack almost.
No, it wasn't even that yet. It was still in beta. Like they just started online.
Yeah.
And one of our buddies was like, oh, let's all get choppers or let's all be like, get bikes and be a bike gang. So that's what we did. And then I didn't play it for like 8 years. Which, you know, like when you don't play a game for 8 years, you don't go back to it and you're not like, holy shit, this game is way more impressive than I remember.
Mm-hmm. And we're still from like, we're old, you know, we're 1,000,000 years old. So we're still from a generation where when you put in a game that you hadn't played in a long time, it was the exact same game because it was all stored on a cartridge or a disc.
Right, exactly.
Whereas this is constantly being updated. And at least for me, there was multiple generations of Grand Theft Auto where I played when it came out on the 360, like all the way through. And back then, online was just a shit show. Online was just a lobby full of people shooting bazookas at each other. And that was it.
God. Well, that's kind of why we did the motorcycle thing. Because, like, we'd be all playing individually and having a good time. And then every once in a while, some dick would come in and be, you know, an old school griefer back then. So we'd call in our homies. Be like, hey, come into my party real quick. Let's fuck this dude up.
Yeah.
So,
Why are you whispering?
I guess we were the griefers. Am I whispering, dude? I'm not whispering.
Like, we're going to come in and go fuck this dude up.
Hey, man. So, you know, like, I'm a businessman.
Hollywood Nights, man.
I'm
You're
a
right.
businessman.
Sorry.
Shit. I'll do business. I gotta see. So my industry is personally is called Dank Boy. That's what I run most of my accounts under.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a hollow business.
Yeah. So back then it was wild. It was a shit show back then.
Yeah.
And I like played the game all the way through and then kind of, you know, moved on. And then I remember when it came out for Xbox One, or when I got an Xbox One, that was one of the games that I got because it was all like digitally remastered with new added stuff and all kinds of extra shit. So I did like a second round on Xbox One where I played it all the way through, tried to do online. Online was a shit show.
Okay.
And then I got the book. And the book that had like all the hidden packages and all the jumps.
Yeah.
And it was like just a book of maps that had like the 50 different locations for different things. And I went and tried to do 100% on the game because all of the like UFO shit that happens only happens when you're at 100%. Now 100 all the way percent.
Now I know here's the issue with the game, and I'm a huge fan of it. So I did the same thing kind of. I like I said earlier, I breached into the online, and that's the only time I played it. That wasn't even on
Xbox One.
Xbox One. So the only time I've ever played it on Xbox One is recently where we started.
Yeah.
So that was my first playthrough with the whole first person and the whole plus game. That wasn't the vanilla. Like with the new casino and everything else. So I'm going to break it down really fast for this. This is an old school GTA thing. When we started playing this game, the Mount Chiliad Mystery was the business.
Yeah.
Now, if we were left alone with the vanilla game, there is no conclusion to the Mount Chiliad. Not a single bit of it. And that's something that I recently found out, and it kind of made me a little butthurt about. Because if you didn't, when we played the game originally, we would have never known what any of this was.
Yeah.
Like, did they really plan to come out with another system and then really do all of this? Or did it just happen that way?
See, and then they also made it like an unachievable goal because you have to have 100% for any of this shit to happen.
Yeah, you get 100% and then an extra mission pops up out of nowhere.
Yeah. And to get 100% is crazy. Like, it's wild to actually fucking...
Tennis matches, golf. dealing with your therapist, doing every single Last Strangers and Weird Things mission.
100 packages, 100 underwater packages, 100 stunt jumps.
Jump
from base jump from 100 locations.
Nitpick the entire game, pretty much.
Yeah, all of it. And then you go through and you do them one by one, and then you get to the end and you're like, wait, I only have 97. Where are the last 3? And you're like, but I marked them all off. And then you have to go through back again and come up with a new mark because you already did a X. So now you have to circle the X to mean that you double checked it. And then you get to the end and then now you have 99 and there's still one lost somewhere. Even though you got them all and you counted them. And it drives you crazy. And so that's what happened to me.
I personally never 100% of the game.
I got 97% of like total, or like 98.
And then to find out, so the bonus mission happens, and then you have to beat the bonus mission.
Mm-hmm.
And then an extra bonus mission pops up. You've heard of this, right? The peyotes.
Yeah.
Okay, so and
then you can transform into animals.
There's 7 different peyotes around the map that you can randomly find that'll transform you into any animal.
Yeah.
Then some player found out that if you eat them on a certain time, at a certain day, at a certain time, it leads to something else the last time you eat a peyote. You don't know about this? This is the ultimate end to the Mount Chiliad Mystery, my man. I don't have the precise details, and I feel a little like down put by this, and you need to look it up.
Oh, dang.
Like the Mount Chiliad Mystery. You need to like...
Okay. Let's do it.
It's the business. Because, like I'm saying, it's a little upsetting to know it's not something we would have been able to get out of the vanilla game. But to know that we've come to the like finale of it is so rewarding. I don't remember which one I specifically watched, but it went stupid deep in it. And yeah, it blew my mind that they had it so freaking detailed.
Okay.
Is this the full?
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Trippy Commentaries.
This guy's commentating on this guy who came up with it.
I've been getting
So
blown
you
up
should be
for the past
breaking
week.
down the
Apparently,
video.
somebody has solved the Chiliad mystery. I don't know if I believe it, but there's a video that was posted, and it's got over 2 million views. Not only that, somebody named Mad Carl says they have solved the Chiliad mystery, the biggest mystery in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Mad Carl.
And somehow
Mad Carl.
they were rewarded GTA 6. I don't know. I held back from watching this.
Nah,
We'll
this
watch
is
it for the
bullshit.
first
This
time
isn't
in
it.
this.
I'm sorry. I don't know what this is.
That's not
That's
it.
bullshit.
That's definitely not it.
This came out like maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
No, the video I'm talking about.
Well, so did this.
Okay. Chiliad Gaming Greatest Mystery. That one.
What, this one?
Epic Nate.
Well, this one's an hour.
Yeah.
So we gotta.
Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Nate here.
Yeah,
And
this is.
welcome
I think
to
this is.
Grand
let's see.
Chiliad's Gaming's Greatest Mystery. Yeah. Like I said, this dude broke it down.
Yeah.
And it really put like the devs in perspective for how hard they really worked, because when you compare this old ass fucking game to Cyberpunk,
Yeah.
this is one of hands down the most impressive fucking video games ever built and designed. Like the detail that go into it, the mystery that Rockstar keeps in it to this day. Like, it is such a driving video game.
Yeah. And it just makes them so much money
Oh my god.
that they're like, why would we even put out GTA 6? GTA 5 has made exponentially more money every year
right.
since we put it out.
and appeared to feature the same supernatural force.
Yeah.
Indeed, not even America's Old West
Yeah,
was
this
safe.
is the right one. He kind of
As if
connects
all of
the
this
whole
wasn't
stories.
already fascinating enough, the last couple of months saw the community make some huge revelations that have brought us closer than ever to actually solving the secret.
All right. So up at the top of Mount Chiliad, we have this diagram.
Okay.
Or maybe
so this
UFO
man,
on top of
like,
it.
I remember,
yeah. And there are some lightning bolts coming from the hill as well.
I remember all
What
the
the heck
theories.
is this?
Because
Most
it was
of the boxes
like,
only
it was
contain
just me and my
slashes,
homies talking about it.
but
This was
the
before
three
I
at
got
the
into
bottom
Reddit,
clearly
like
represent
actually
a
using the internet
UFO.
as an internet. Like we only had our own discussions about it. So like, you know, T-Rexes and aliens and jetpacks. T-Rexes, you say? I'm not one to ever like collate aliens and eggs.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. I don't. I thought like, ooh, cool dinosaur. I'm like a fucking giant T-Rex I get to fight or ride. Fuck computer.
And then there's this underwater UFO.
Yeah.
I remember this. And then there's this alien that's frozen in ice.
Yes. I never found these
I've never
personally.
seen this.
I've seen it. I've stopped and looked at it, but I've never found any of this naturally myself.
Yeah.
So these are all things that he's talking about now and showing now are things that were in
is
the vanilla
far
game.
from unfathomable.
So
Furthermore,
when you played it
a couple
the
of the
original
Chiliad
time, you get
glyphs
still
were found
all
to
of these
appear
weird
somewhere
hints
else.
towards everything.
But there's just no conclusion.
There was never a conclusion to it. Yeah. It's talking about getting the 100%, and
The
then
tech.
you can finally get
Whenever
to be able
people
to
see flying saucers, aliens are the
saucers.
first thing we think up. So maybe the FIB designed saucers of their own, knowing that if they were caught using them on missions, the public would blame aliens rather than the government. At the same time, the crafts go so fast and seem to fly so smoothly.
then he starts talking
it's hard
about
to
the
believe the
peyote
FIB came up
aspect
with
of
them
it.
on their own. Well,
this is
while
where it
there
kinda
were
got me, because
27
this is where it takes
cactuses
the
found
step.
by players,
Yeah.
data miners uncovered a model and texture file for a certain golden cactus plant. Like clockwork, the player base started scouring the land for wherever Rockstar might have hid this special golden collectible, hoping it would offer us the chance to transform into a special critter like a kraken or unicorn or I don't know.
T-Rex.
Unfortunately, nothing was uncovered after months, and it started to look like the golden
It lets you turn into something, dog.
cactus wasn't on the map at all, and was just unused. You see, people found out that the files for the item actually featured the exact coordinates it was supposed to spawn in at. And when people went to those coordinates in-game, 'twas nowhere to be found.
It's interesting where you
The
get,
golden
these
cactus
are
must have been
fans.
cut from
These
the
aren't
game by Rockstar.
developers. These are fans that
which
have
is
the
depressing,
written
but
code
far
for
from
the
abnormal.
game and are
A
scouring
lot of content was cut
Yeah.
for these random ass. Okay,
A werewolf
buried deep in this
called
file, in a
the
file, in a
Beast.
file. There's this magical golden one, and you're like, but whoa, what was that? Hold up, yeah, rewind. You're missing part of the key story. To what
would
happened.
be ambushed by a werewolf.
See,
Yes,
back up.
a werewolf.
So you kind of missed what the golden ones
That
lead
if
up
you
to.
followed the howls
Keep going
very
back.
carefully,
Right there.
6
Further.
were rapidly
Here we go.
identified, and they'd all transformed the player into Bigfoot too. People started to notice something though. If you interacted with the collectibles in order, starting with the Sunday one, then use the Monday one the next day, then the Tuesday one after that, etc., when you got to the 7th final Saturday consumable, your transformation experience would be slightly different. You'd spawn near the body of that Sasquatch hunter from the last one side quest. He died. Perhaps the real Bigfoot got him, or maybe it was you hallucinating. Then it was discovered that during this altered Saturday experience, whenever you pressed up on the D-pad to growl, a strange howl could occasionally be heard calling back to you. A very minor change, but in July of 2016, more than a year and a half after the new GTA 5 version released, a Redditor named Sir Galehot discovered that if you followed the howls very carefully for a very long time, it would lead you to a location called the Thompson Scrapyard, where you would be ambushed by a werewolf. Yes, a werewolf.
A werewolf dog.
Called the Beast. Sir Galehot posted his findings on r/Chiliad Mystery. And
The
alas,
Beast, and he's dressed like
the Golden
Teen Wolf?
Plant Easter egg had finally been completed. You have to applaud just how well hidden this all was. Rockstar managed to keep data miners and players from putting the pieces together for literal years in the age of the internet. Bigfoot was now officially confirmed, and I guess so were werewolves. But we still don't know how they were connected to Chiliad. Maybe the Bigfoots were aliens?
Dang.
Right?
So, yeah, like you said, all of this was...
Now it's talking about the fact that Bigfoots were real in Red Dead Redemption.
Ultimately, we'd end up helping... Ladies and gentlemen, but basically, in English, this painting was very, very rare and wouldn't be seen often. You're looking at the raw texture file on screen now. It very clearly...
Yeah, now he's talking about like weird
though.
secret stuff you
Tenet
could
number
unlock or
8 says,
find.
quote, aliens exist and are present on Earth. If you have a birthmark, you may be descended
it's
from
talking about
Croth,
the
the famous emperor of
yeah.
the fourth paradigm.
This is the cult in GTA 5, and they're
What
also
are
featured
paradigms?
in RDR2.
Well, Rockstar's kind of vagues. They're kind of like levels or dimensions or maybe packed. And we would learn that Avon Hertz's secret headquarters
Now, see, this
was
is
an
one of
old
the-
military base buried
the
beneath
missions
Mount
that we need
Chiliad
to-
that he had
so
purchased
what
from
you
the
do,
government
it's one of the,
a
like,
few years
the
ago.
terabyte.
Yep,
Yeah.
And
that's
submarine, you know how when you buy
what that
these certain
original
things,
mural
you
meant
get
in the
certain
first
missions.
place.
That's
Hopefully
one of the
someday
missions.
soon,
You get
we'll
the
be
whole
getting our
jetpack
answer.
and everything from it.
We're a giant alien of sorts, but there's still a lot that needs to be figured out. And to this day, we still don't exactly know for sure what that original mural meant in the first place.
So, yeah, like he said, they make it to where it's fucking almost unachievable.
Yeah, it's like unbelievable. The only reason people have done, nobody's naturally done this.
Yeah.
People have had to dig through the game files to find the fact that these things exist or when to do them. So,
when I recently got GTA again, it was because my Xbox said that there was an update, or maybe it was on Game Pass, and the Xbox in the bedroom is Raven's Xbox, and I was on her Game Pass like looking at games, and they just added GTA, and I was like, oh, that's dope. So I downloaded that, and then logged in like with my account and my character, and it just loaded me back in. And then I went to online, and it had my character still.
nice.
And then everything was like different. The first thing that I noticed was passive mode. That someone went by and they were all grayed out. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I went in the menu and started like, you know, fucking with shit and checking stuff out in there. Found passive mode, found out that I could gray myself out and people couldn't attack me or blow my car up or anything. And that was like the main bad thing about GTA, was that some griefer would just come and fuck you up.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, great, thanks.
Well, see, at the point where we're playing now, you can't really do that to yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the missions we run have to be run in an open live party.
But then a lot of other people are running their own missions.
True.
Or concentrated in a fight downtown somewhere,
Right.
like in every other lobby. you know?
Right.
But there's a lot more opportunity for like playing and growth, and we have all these businesses and motorcycle clubs and shit.
Right.
And it's all like it's all totally different and crazy, and I've never played in first person until now. It's always been third person. That's the iconic GTA look.
Right.
Where you're like behind the guy, behind the car. Like that's what it always looks like. Like you said, it was a special version that you had.
I can aim so much better from first person views.
Yeah.
So,
And it makes it so much more submersive. And it's like we're in this like, it's not like we are in this virtual world
yep.
that we go to, that you and me plug in, go into with our avatars of ourselves, and then we go run around the city.
See, now that's what I mean when like you talk to somebody else who plays GTA, because I've talked to a couple of people since we started playing, and it's always like this real awkward like beginning. You're like, yeah, no, I've been playing GTA Online lately, and you kind of just like drop it, and then if somebody plays, they're all like, oh yeah, I play too, and you're like, yeah. Like, so I do this, and this, and they're all like, yeah, I hang out here and do this kind of shit. So it's like you almost, when you find somebody else who plays, they talk about it like it's somewhere they go.
Yeah. It's like if you were to be at like a festival and someone's like, I live in New York. And the other one's like, I live in New York too. What part? And you're like, oh, I live in the Bronx. And you're like, oh, I'm in Brooklyn. You ever been to Sammy's fucking whatever?
Right.
Yeah. Go eat their gyros. But yeah, it's like it's pretty much a real place.
So are you signed up with Rockstar Social Club?
Yeah.
You ever go to their website and check out like your stat page and shit?
No.
You should.
I should.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's running my stats. I'm level 52. Playtime is 19 hours, 6 minutes. Hey, it's really not too bad. I have no cash on me. My bank has 147,000. I've stolen 170 vehicles. I've killed 199 cops. I've had 563 wanted stars.
Okay, here. Hold on. Let me get in mine and then we could compare.
Fucking 13 stars. Hold up.
I gotta log into my thing.
And then they've got like how many races you've won and how many death matches and all these different things. It's kind of fun. Oops, damn computer. Nobody mocking the size of my computer. Just because it's small doesn't mean it doesn't work well. Yeah. Sadly, I wish I could get a fairly good picture of my character, but I can't to show you guys because me and Mikey's characters do look pretty much like us.
Yeah.
That's kind of the cool thing of the game nowadays is you have the availability to get it that close almost.
Okay, where are my damn stats at?
Go to the hamburger menu.
Okay, games, hamburger, Grand Theft Auto, GTA Online.
And then it'll pop up with your storyline stats.
Storyline
as well with
GTA Online.
Your online characters.
You click on over there.
Okay. Yeah, something else I got to show Mikey earlier today, right before we sat down, is I have Xbox Game Pass beta on my phone. So I sat down, popped this on, hooked up his controller, and started playing GTA Online on my phone.
Yeah, that was lit.
It was pretty crazy.
That was crazy as fuck.
Right?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. This is a video of you trying to jump your truck onto the fucking train.
Okay, what's your RP?
Okay, going back to it.
Let's go back up to the top. RP.
All right, I'm coming.
Mine's 302,000.
302,000. Hold on.
I'm a level 40.
Damn. I am 490,000.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What level?
52.
Okay. I got 630,000 in the bank.
I got 147,000.
Okay. Let's see. What else we got? Cash earned. Jobs.
4.3 mil.
1.3 mil.
Betting.
56,000.
1,143,000.
Oh, okay. I'd be betting.
Yeah. Car sales. 537K.
Yeah, that's all I got. I got other, which is weird. I wonder what other is.
I picked up $371.
That's dope.
Yeah. And my other is 26K, and shared is 9,000.
So, how many cops have you killed?
199.
224. I'm a cop killer.
You are a cop killer.
Vehicle stolen.
Hold on. Vehicle stolen is 170.
283.
Okay, I like the whips that I have personally.
Wanted stars attained.
563.
739, baby.
Again, I'm a grinder, homie.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Cars exported.
0.
1.
I don't have cars export. I don't have a export garage. Do you?
You again? I don't know. Obviously. No, that's just you bring into Benny's or whatever.
Okay, yeah, I haven't done any of that.
Store holdups 8.
13.
Time wanted
3 hours. Time wanted. 3 hours.
3 hours. 2
Hold up.
minutes.
28 minutes.
Oh shit. Favorite weapon?
Say, hey, you be killing more cops than me,
Yeah.
but I obviously am a better runner.
No, you're bad at running because you spend more time being wanted.
But I've killed
I
less
get
cops.
away sooner.
I've killed less cops.
But I get away sooner.
I like running from a lot of cops.
With all the cops I killed, I spend even less time running. Special carbine is my favorite weapon.
I don't have that on here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you have total kills?
Here, let me go over to desktop because yours is completely different than what I'm getting to see.
We don't have to talk about my accuracy.
Whoa, crazy. Yeah, I don't. How are you looking at that?
I'm just in career overview. GTA Online. I don't know.
Oh,
I feel like-
no, I don't have that.
Yeah, I guess this is the desktop version.
Well, you're also on an Apple, which may make it different.
You're an Apple.
No,
I'm on
fuck
Google
you.
Chrome. I'm on Google Chrome, dude.
Weird.
So
Here, let me try Chrome.
people add us.
Yeah.
Mikey Booyah NHP. Dr. Waffles NHP. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Add us.
Dr. Waffles _ NHP.
Yeah, yours has an underscore, mine doesn't.
Yeah.
Mine's all one word. But add us and we'll all crew up. You know, maybe you can't join our crew, but we could make like a sub crew that
Yeah, that's possible.
that we could have
I guess.
everybody in, you know. But then our main crew,
Yeah,
we gotta-
our main crew is just,
yeah, just us because we talk about gay stuff in there.
yeah, so much gay stuff.
All right, we love you guys. Bye.
We love you. Bye.
Natural Habitat Recordings.